Many of us blue-collar and white-collar motherfuckers in the world have to work grueling 9-to-5 jobs that we hate, right to the pit of our core. We have to adhere to standards and practices, rules, regulations, and guidelines. In many cases that are nonsensical, unwarranted, and unnecessary, and I can't even fucking begin to tell you how many times they are written up by people that have sticks so far up their asses they could double as a scarecrow in a field, scaring the shit out of birds anytime that they go anywhere near a stalk of corn. This is some shit that we all just come to accept as being the norm. This is some shit that we just kind of have to look and be like, well, I have to bite the bullet because I got bills to pay and I have mouths to feed. Well, in some cases, you have people who decide that they're gonna go on a fucking power trip. Not only are they gonna go on a power trip, but they're gonna try to make other people's lives a living hell. And then you have those few out there that decide not only are they gonna fight back, but they're gonna make a big, bold statement by fighting back. In this particular instance, which I find this shit hilarious. Let me get that out of the way. One, this was funny as fucking hell and proved a point. You see, there's a woman named June who is working in Chicago right now that she works in an office. And not only is she working in an office, but she has to adhere to a dress code like many of us have to at our jobs. But this one, keep in mind that she did not break anything within this dress code. Nothing. Not a single fucking thing. You could even read between the motherfucking lines. There was nothing that she broke about this. That's the big kicker. That's a swift kick to the fucking balls that'll go and knock some air right out of your lungs about this because it's such complete bullshit. She was told that she couldn't wear a cultural headdress, a head wrap. Oh, no, we can't have anything like that. One, that's a fucking lawsuit waiting to happen, and all motherfuckers know that. And secondly, trying to say that open-toe shoes are not okay. Neither of which is listed anywhere in this. And keep in mind, the picture of her showcasing the outfit that she was wearing that, oh man, that triggered the shit out of her boss. Well, her boss had no right to go and say anything and was just being a fucking asshole. So when she decided that she was going to go to the EEOC and complain about this, which was the right thing to do. Let's get that out of the way. That was the appropriate response, because you're going straight to the people that can do something about it, look into it, and actually say something to be on your side. But the boss, despite the fact that her boss is a complete and utter fucking goddamn brain dead idiot and didn't realize that if they just looked at the timeline of everything, from the time that the complaint was put in, from the time that she decided to go in and enact the change, that was barring everything that she was talking about, including a ton of other shit, which includes straps, hats, sandals, cleavage, back out, lace, and cultural head wraps. You're fucking kidding me, right? This bitch was going so far of her way to go and make somebody else's life a living hell just because she was in a position of power to do such. But to me, people like that, to have this small dick syndrome of, oh man, well, I like to call this assistant manager syndrome because I've come across it so many fucking times, where somebody gets keys, or somebody just gets a couple things that they're allowed to go and do, and it goes straight to their fucking head, so they decide to abuse that power. And that's exactly what's happening here. So she went and she started showing up as Star Trek characters, as Star Wars characters, as characters from X-Men, as characters from Harry Potter, as characters from all sorts of shit. She was cosplaying as all these different characters, and it was fucking fantastic. Truth be told, this is one of the better stories I've ever heard of somebody decide, you know what, fuck the system, I'm going to fight back. And you're showing up as characters from Star Wars Episode 7, and keeping within the dress code. That's the best part about it, is that she was staying within the dress code by dressing up as all these different fictional characters from pop culture, from movies, from TV show. The idea that you can show up as somebody from Star Trek, which she was wearing all red. If anything, that's bad news. You should already know you don't show up as red. You just don't do that at all. It's asking for immediate death. You know that at the end of the episode, you're fucking done in. So yeah, it's just done. But I like this. I like this a lot. I mean, the idea that she also showed up as fucking Storm. She showed up as Storm to her job, her workplace, inside of a professional office. And I get that many places out there are like, well, we have this strict dress code because you are a representative of the company and how you look reflects upon the company's overall look. And I get that. That makes sense 100%. If somebody's got fucking tits out, ass out, dick out, whatever the fuck, and it's obviously going to offend somebody or bother somebody, and we live in a fucking world that's well beyond politically correct. Motherfuckers are actually just like out of their minds about being PC. But this shit, nobody was being offended by this. She looked very fucking professional, especially when you look at a motherfucker like me who is everything but professional. Though I've had plenty of office jobs where I did have to be professional looking. I hated it. I hated every single second of it. But she was within her rights. I'm glad that she's making a fool of this person, and I hope that there's a follow-up to this. I truly do, that there's a follow-up, that the boss, who was going out of her way to do all this shit, had at least something bad happen to her, whether she was suspended, whether she got knocked down a couple pegs from her position of power, or outright she was fired, because she obviously was going out of her way to do this to her. I can't even imagine what she's done to other people or what she will do to other people at that workplace, and it's completely fucking unnecessary. Fuck that bitch. And if anything, I applaud June for doing what she did. You were awesome. It brought a smile to my face, and also kind of made me jealous, because now I want to go to work wearing like Darth Vader garb, or maybe I can go and show up at some point and just paint myself up completely yellow and be Bart Simpson, because that should be amazing. Have my hair up and shit, and get my hair did, get your nails did. Anyway, this is AlphaOmegaSin, as always, nerds, and gamers game. The